I think we need to cut the grass so we can see the dogs. That's Ophelia. She's doing good. All right, we are back. And we are going to start expanding this field this morning. We have some money to spend, so we're gonna do a lot of money spending. It is October. You can see, oh, somebody was being lazy. Someone is being lazy. Looks like we do have a little bit of wool accumulating at this point. We'll have to double check when it's the best time to sell that. And I think, yes, November, we should have some babies. So we'll see how many they have each. I'm hoping it's more than one, but let's get this equipment put where it belongs. And I think we're going to be using the farm all today. I think. Oh, there is leftover bales. Yeah, we are saving those bales. All right, it's all coming back to me, guys. Ooh, it's been a little bit. We do have a plan today. We are going to get to it. A little surprise, a little addition. But let's get our equipment put away like it should be and get rolling with this episode. I think before we get too deep into it, we are going to move a little bit of our grass around. Give the sheep a little bit more grass just in case. It's been a few months since we fed them. Let's try to grab 4 bales here. Oh, maybe we'll get 8. It looks like they are partial bales from when we were originally unloading that. So this will just be 1,000. Maybe, yeah, we'll bring up as much as we can on over there. Get them topped off just to make sure they're taken care of. All right, so yeah, those top ones should go. And was that all it's gonna take? Yeah, they're full. Okay. So we will just leave these here. Skid steer's coming in handy. It's pretty nice to be able to grab that many bales. But let's get it put away, and I think we'll just put it underneath the shed where the bales are. And to keep these separated, let's grab these hay bales off the truck here. Let's see if it'll let us grab all these. Oh, we just knocked some off. Oh, okay, this is not going well. Oh, man, that's a mess. Guess we thought we were a little better than we were at that. We'll have to get the rest of those moved. All right, let's do it. That looks much better. The morning chores are taken care of. We are done with lettuce, so whatever water's in there is what's in there the rest of the year. We'll be done until spring. We'll add some more water and see if we need fertilizer. We definitely can cut this grass and make some more hay today. We might save that for November or December, though, because we got a lot to do. But I do want to see about getting this tuned up a little bit. And if we don't like the way it is when we tune it up, we're going to get rid of it. Right now we have 186 horsepower. I think we're going to put the duals on here. I think that's going to be one thing. That's going to be $100. Gosh, I don't mind the Cummins repower, but I think it's a little silly to have 570 horsepower on this. So we'll go back to 192. Looks like the most we can get. So I'm hoping between the two there, the 2 upgrades, the change in the tires and the little bit of an engine upgrade, we have a fabulous time cultivating today. I know it's not going to last long, but dealership did us a solid there. Got it cleaned. Yeah, this might have saved this tractor. Would like to get more use out of it. Definitely love having the radio right here. You know, that didn't really hurt the bottom line much either, getting that upgrade. We're also going to take this in because I believe we can upgrade this as well to have 2 more meters. So a meter on each side. Yeah, let's find out. I believe that I'm correct, but we'll see. Spikes, we can get 17 shanks on it. And spikes versus chisel. Modern. No, we don't want anything modern. I think we'll go with that. These twisted shoals. I don't know how to say that. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, and 17 is the most. That is $2,000 for that upgrade. I think it'll be worth it. And they do good work here. Look at this nice, clean cultivator. We are going to have to cut that tree down today. Was going to try to make... Oh, I love it, though. Yeah, I think we're going to avoid cutting that down. And I think that'll help make somewhat of a unique look of a field here. So we're not going to use the entire plot like we talked about. But I think what I want to do is go ahead and lower this. And let's go ahead and enable field creation. And let's not get too close. We'll go ahead and respect those bushes too. And we'll see how much we hate this look when we get done with it. So let's go ahead and now start working our way back towards, well, you know what? Let's slow down. At the top here, I do want these roads to kind of come together eventually. So we will probably start bringing this road over a little bit. I don't want to just do a straight road. It's too square right now. Everything's square. So these are a lot smaller than what we were building. Let's go, I believe this is our land, but let's go about right here. And yeah, we need to make that smaller because it is a little big. I do want to kind of jet out this way, kind of wind a little bit and blend up here. And I think that would be pretty good. I think we'll also try to make this look a little bit better. I think we want to come in here with the grass texture and make this pretty small. And go, yeah, I think that's a little too big. Let's go about right there. And I just want to take just a little bit of grass off of connecting to the road just to give it a little bit of separation. And even another color of gravel would have been nice. But I do want to make it as if we were manicuring or taking care of our road a little bit differently than the county was. And we'll clean this up. But I'm gonna get this done and then we'll see how it looks when we're all finished. All right, let's lift. Let's get around here. Let's just drive it a little bit. I know we did put grass right here, actually growing grass, but I'm kind of thinking about changing to, yeah, I don't want to clean this up too. I didn't get, come on, Chris. Rookie. There we go. I think that'll work. Okay, so let's just drive this. We do know in front of us there we could cut again. We're not again, but for the first time to make some money and everything over there. So that gives us a natural way to extend the grass field if we choose to. And let's take a look at that in the sky, actually. So now you have a nice, unique path or shape for a grass field here that's not square, and that's what I was kind of going for. And then the other thing I was kind of thinking, sorry for all the mouse moving there, is doing the same the other direction here. So maybe when we come out this way, we also have the road kind of work its way this direction. And we'll have a path that, leads out this way eventually. So I think we're gonna have to get rid of the tree. We're gonna have to get rid of we're gonna replace the tree. Let's replace it. And I think we'll go right into this little corner there. We'll put one. And I think we'll put one about right here. And like so. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so let's go ahead and drive back over there. Yes, some trees. This is looking good. And we made so much money last episode. I'm not even worried about this. We just need it gone. Need those gone. All right, so that gives us a path forward now, but a different issue here. So this might end up coming a little bit farther off the road because of this tree. Just will smooth this out with a different mod, or not a mod, geez, a different phase there. We'll do some terraforming. And we made so much money off the grass, I'm not even worried about making even more off of this. I think to the right there, we'll cut that eventually. But I do want to get this field going, and it doesn't eat up our entire property or plot of land that we bought. So I think this will be good. It'll give us some unique shapes and not just squares anymore, and kind of get us really kickstarted in growing this farm. And naturally we have other fields that we could make, but today we are definitely going to be just focused on getting this one going. It's already 11 o'clock. October is the last opportunity we have to plant wheat, so we want to get that in the ground and eventually set ourselves up to get some chickens and cattle. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I think that'll be good. And then getting another view up here of what the grass field could look like. And then reserving some of this area back here. We'll probably cut a little bit in half to start putting some structures down eventually. But we're wasting time. We got to get busy here. Get this all plowed up here. And we also got to do some lime and some seeds today. So we could hold off on a little bit of fertilization for November, but we got to get rolling here. And it seems to be handling it 7 miles an hour pretty good. We'll do another entire outline here of the headland and then just fill in the middle, and we should be well on our way of having that first wheat field. And decided to do a third headland here. The dual wheels I definitely think are the key here. I don't think it's the horsepower. We should have tried that out, but it was only $1,000. And I definitely think it was the right decision not to go with the 500 horsepower on there. It would have been fun. Maybe we will do that eventually when we're not using it for farm work. We could have it for fun, but absolutely my favorite part of this game. And I just don't enjoy plows and the depth of plows in this game. And the way the terrain, the deformation, not a fan. And I've always stuck with cultivators because I just find it to be easier to use and enjoyable. But man, this is my favorite part. Just taking a big grass field here, a big plot of land, and turning it in to something that we're going to grow some crops on. And just love watching it turn into just some beautiful dark soil. With that outline complete, I think this will be a good spot to just start going up and down. I think this direction, well, Which one is longer? At this point, I think either way, it's pretty close. So, well, this field's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be, or it feels bigger with this smaller equipment going slower here. So we've eaten up a lot of our day. It's almost 2 o'clock already. We still got to do lime. I need to get some samples of this soil taken care of, and still yet to seed as well. So it's gonna be a little rough, but yeah, upgrading on this definitely did us good. So no loss of speed at all. The dual wheels, the little bit of extra horsepower, I think was definitely the key to getting this where we want to get it. So I get this little area done, and then we will have to call a favor to get some soil sampled. Now I was just gonna do this, but off camera, but I don't understand why we can't select purchase soil on this field, but we can down here. It's just bugged. Let's try reloading. Okay, reloading did help there, in case anybody else runs into that problem, but we are also gonna have to repurchase the soil down here. So not bad. That's not bad. 116, 110 down there, and 116 up here. I think that actually worked out pretty good. All right, we're hopping in the truck, and our dollar amount has dramatically changed here. We're gonna run ×4 the rest of the day. Oh! Lost control there. But we have another little shed here, and we definitely need the animal trailer here. We are gonna head on out and buy some goats. And I'm eventually going to redo this barn. I'm gonna do it in between episodes and get the money, make the money work, move the sheep around. But I regretted not spending the money on the extra fencing, and it's just an extra expense that we didn't really want to hit at the time. But I think the size of that's a lot better, and we'll see when we get back what the capacity is of how many goats we'll be able to fit in there. But you know, the phase 2 here, we're gonna get every type of animal in this playthrough, and I want to know what you guys think. Should we add fish to that? Should fish be part of the equation? All right, we want to come down here to some goats, and we're absolutely gonna buy the oldest, and we'll do 4. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the last time. We're gonna get, yeah, look at, they're in there. Look at all 4 of them. We'll start with 8. and we will try not to kill them on the way by just swinging around like that. But we'll get reproduction set up right away on these ones. Just thought it was a nice little addition to the farm. Yeah, we won't be doing like the same exact shed for everything, but I thought this would look good right here, especially when we get the fence done for the second one. And let's see in here, yep, we got 4 and we can hold 49, which is awesome. And over here, what was our capacity? 37, so it didn't add a ton there, but you know, we'll get to the point where stop phasing through the wall, where that'll work. Let's go ahead and I think we want the button over here though. No, let's go in this way. Let's go to animals and our old, can we rename these? Wish we could rename them. We are gonna allow reproduction right away. Okay, let's go get 4 more. And then we'll get back to prepping our field for some wheat. Now this pen does say grass only, but we are gonna give them hay. I thought goats ate hay, so that's what I was teasing. So let's go ahead and we'll snag them from about right there. And yeah, we always mess up our stacks because we're just not careful enough. Now I think if we drive slow, I'll be able to hold on to these. Yeah, so it does take the hay, absolutely. And it looks like, oh, these ones we do have to have in the air, right? Why can't I grab them? There we go. Like so. And these are definitely small enough for me to grab, so no issues there. So they now have 3,600. They'll have meadow in the spring, so I think we need to get a little bit more over here. Might be time to start upgrading our baler, because there's not many liters of hay on here right now. So a bigger bales, more liters would be nice to do less moving around, but should be good. Should be plenty of food for a little bit for these guys, which now that we know we have to have this in the air, but it can't be attached to the fork. Well, what about over here? So I have 9,200, so looking good. Yeah, these ones were in the air, so a couple of them were. All right, so I think we're good. We do need to get the pallet forks for this eventually. Now we're over here at the dealership. We just bought some lime, so we're gonna load it on the truck. I think if we widen these, we can grab potentially all 3 of them at the same time. Nope, just 2, but that's all right. We'll just load it on the back of the truck and it'll make it real easy to load over at the farm into the spreader. Get this one as well. Now I think we should be able to raise this high enough for that. Some advanced technology they got at the dealership. I haven't seen one of these before. It's not very old school, guys. That should do. And we'll be good customers and put the forks back where they go, right here, by its charging station. So nice of them to let us use that. Now, did we leave that on? Don't want the battery to drain. There we go. So quiet, you don't even know it's running. All right, these just need strapped in. So it's safe traveling. And 6,000 should be plenty. And that cost us, well, basically about what one load cost us when we were buying in bulk. So, you know, saving some money here. Should be a decent spot where we parked right here to reload. Let's get our first load here. It's a lot of time saying the word load, guys. Let's get it filled up and get onto the field and get some lime put down on our new field and get it prepped. We're close. Won't be too long before we're planting here. Not applying much right here. That's good. 0.88 tons per hectare. Now we're up to 4.3, which is going to burn through this a little bit faster. So we might not have purchased enough, and we can always get more if we need to. But let's get it done. And that is all one load got us. So I don't think we bought anywhere near enough lime for this job. Man, I love it. It looks so different already. We need to get some trees by the house too, and for the goats and sheep eventually. Don't want to burn through too much cash doing that right now, but man, I'm loving this series, guys. The downside right now is this is the end of the lime we bought. That's as far as we're going to get. We might be able to finish this pass here. Yeah, we need a little bit more capacity of a spreader relatively soon. So I think I will get some delivered and get this done. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. I don't think we'll go through as much lime next time, now that the field is in a better state. But it's definitely eating into the budget right now. So that wasn't bad. We're at $40,000 still. We got money to be made this winter still. We have a little bit of wool, which I think is like March, and then a little lettuce in February, and we're going to get one more cut at minimum in of the grass to make some hay. So we still got some money coming. We do need to head in and get some seed, though. We did put all of our seed into the greenhouse. So we'll head into the store here, get that going, and then finally today, get some wheat planted. We're going to get $5,500 for that cedar back because we bought the Oliver. And some fertilizer in here as well. So I don't know if this is a little smaller, but definitely think it'll work. And it's definitely east-west for the longer passes of this field. Absolutely. Seeing it this way now, we can tell. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. All right, we are here finally getting some wheat in the ground. 6 meters at a time. And it's, you know, 3 o'clock, pushing 4 o'clock already. Got to figure out how we're going to treat weeds. We'll do that in November. And boy, I'm loving the way this is turning out, guys. Feels like home. We've said it lots of times, but it feels like home. Looks like we got a little overlap issue here with the size. Let's go ahead and try to fix that. So it says 5. The screen said 6 in the dealership, but it's really like less than 5. I feel like I got ripped off. It was only $700, but it is burning through the fertilizer. We've already used almost half of what we purchased, and I was hoping that that was going to be enough, but we're going to need a little bit more. I think seed's going to be fine, but we'll have to get a little bit more fertilizer. I'll get them on the phone here before 5 o'clock so we can get some delivered. And I think we fixed the overlap problem. Maybe a little bit smaller. That's all right. It's our first field. We make mistakes and don't get every little inch planted. I think it'll turn out fine. But this is going to take a little bit of time, and hopefully there's some daylight left over when we get done, but I got to get busy. Let's knock it out. I think we might get by with just one more bag of fertilizer, so that's what we're going to buy, but we're also going to get some diesel while we head in. You know, smallish tank, not going to be a ton of money here. 159 liters, $226. And we're coming through to the final pass. I did have to buy a little bit more fertilizer. Went through a lot more than I expected to here. But it's all done. It is all done. It is nighttime. Let's get home, see if we can turn some lights on in the house. Do like using our own roads to get home, though. This is pretty sweet. I am liking it. I wanted to try out this new test here on doing the grass edge there. And I do like it. I think it looks good, especially at night where we can barely see it with the lights. It looks pretty crisp. There we go. Some nice can lighting in here. Oh, wow. There we go. Let's get under the light there. Quite a good episode. We used all the time we had in October to get our wheat field planted. Next episode, we'll have to take care of the weeds as well as the grass field, make a little bit more money because we got a lot to buy. We still need a sprayer for weeds. We need a grain cart, a harvester. We need a silo just to get started. And after that, we'll figure out what else we do need to buy. Probably just better, bigger equipment, like I talked about earlier. Maybe getting a little different of a baler, maybe a round baler. But I'm SocksWay Up. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. Those of you who did see the community post, Ophelia's doing pretty good. She's recovering pretty well. And I thank all of you for the patience in these videos coming out. And to be completely honest, stuff like that's possible because of you guys and this channel. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you to the members for being so loyal. I'm SocksWay Up. I'll catch you on the next episode.